Hey guys, T2 out here. Welcome to the Titan Preparedness channel. I've got a great video for y'all today. Before we get going, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Today's video is going to be product reviews. Not on one product, but on two. Both of these products are very similar in what they do, so I decided to combine this into one video. Originally, I was going to do a video on product A, a video on product B, and then the third video was going to be comparing the similarities and the differences between them. But instead, I'm just going to do one video, so hope you guys enjoy. Today we are talking about the Gotenna Mesh and the RadaCat Messenger C2. So both of these products create a mesh network which allows you to communicate back and forth between them. What these products allow me to do is, if for some reason my cell phone didn't work, whether that's due to a hurricane, a tornado, or just a random cellular blackout, if I had one of these and my wife had the other one, well, now we can send text messages and voice messages back and forth. The Gotenna will allow you to do the exact same thing. So like I said, both of these products do a very similar job. So let's start off with the pros, then the cons. Pros, I absolutely love the idea of these products. Communication is one of my weak links when it comes to a grid down event or just normal prepping. Besides a cell phone, I don't have very many comms. So having either one of these systems allows me to be able to communicate with my wife, with my kids. I really like that. The RadaCat is rated for up to 6 miles, and the Gotenna is rated for up to 4. If you buy either one of these, they come with 2 of them. The Gotenna offers different colors of bands that you can get. That way you can designate for each person. And the RadaCat offers different sleeves that this thing can go in. One thing that I really like about both of these devices is they don't scream that they're communicators. If you've ever seen a CB radio or a walkie-talkie, you know that that's a radio. You know that if it's a walkie-talkie, that there's somebody close by listening in on the other end. With both of these devices, there's nothing. The Gotenna does have a little light right here whenever it's turned on, and the RadaCat does have a little screen, but the only thing that it says is the name of the RadaCat. So if I'm walking around with either one of these strapped to, let's say, my shoulder strap, you have no clue what they are unless you know what they are. I can even put these in my bag, that way you don't even see them, and I can still communicate with whomever. So I like that. I like the secrecy of these devices. Another pro is mostly on the Gotenna side. You see, Gotenna has been around for a little bit longer, and they've had years to kind of perfect what they do. So these are pretty much the personal size of Gotenna. Gotenna does create a large, essentially, antenna that goes on top of a building or a water tower or a structure that bounces your signal even further. While on that note, let's talk about how these devices work. Both the Gotenna and the RadaCat Bluetooth connect to your phone. They each have an app that they operate out of, and it's very simple to use. Make sure the device is on, make sure it's connected to your phone, pull up the app, and send a text message. That's it. So being able to send out a simple text message is awesome. Both devices will also allow you to give your location. So if you're injured in the woods or you're lost, you can send your location to anyone around you and ask them for help. Both devices work off of a line of sight. Let's say I've got this one and my wife or you or whoever has this one, and there's a mountain between us. The way to go over that mountain is either to get one of these higher than the mountain or to place a third device on top of that mountain. So let's say I have a third device. I'm going to put it at the tallest point that I can. Now the one Gotenna will bounce its signal to this one, and then this one will bounce to whomever's on the other end. So you can extend the range of both the Gotenna and the RadaCats by buying more devices. With Gotenna, you can put their device in a standby mode, and that will be your relay. You can't communicate to it unless it's out of that standby mode, but you can relay off of it. The RadaCat is the same way. You can put it in standby mode and use it as an extra antenna, or you can buy this little device. And this is the RadaCat GPS Tracker T1. This device is not for communication. This device is something that you can put on your dog's collar, or you can put on your car, your luggage, whatever, and you can track it down to within about 3 foot of wherever it is. There's also a standby feature on this. Instead of buying a third RadaCat, I can put this thing on relay mode, and it acts as that third device. So like I said, I love the idea of these devices. I love being able to talk to my wife, my kids, whoever, if they have these devices. The only people that you can talk to are people who also have your code. So if they've got your username or your code for either one of these devices, then they can talk to you. So you're not going to get hit with spam. You're not going to get hit with some random person messaging you in the middle of the night. It has to be an approved individual. Let's go to the cons. Y'all ever went to Walmart and seen those walkie-talkies that say, oh, we can get 40 miles, 50 miles, 60 miles on a simple walkie-talkie? That's in perfect conditions. Same thing with these. 6 miles, 4 miles. When we were testing these things, we got about 1,000 foot before they no longer sent text messages. Now what we were doing is we were testing it on my road. My road has hills, my road has trees, my road has curves. But in a straight line, maybe you can catch that 6 miles to 4 miles. Con number 2 is you might have to build your own network. You can go to the Gotenna website and they've got a map. And that map shows you how many Gotenna users are in your area. So if you're driving out to, let's say, California, you can go on the website and see how many Gotenna users are out there. Which also means that you can extend the range of your Gotenna by bouncing off of their Gotennas. Now that's great if you live in a big city. But as far as me, there's maybe 10 Gotennas in this state. And most of them are down by the coast. RadaCat, like I said, is a smaller company. So they haven't had the time to build their system as much as Gotenna has. So if there's not many people using this, there's probably even less people using this one. Con number 3 is mostly with the Gotenna. You can go on their website, you can go to their map, and you can pinpoint right down to the street level where a Gotenna is. I do not like that. It's great if someone's looking for me, but it's bad if somebody I don't want to be looking for me is looking for me. If this device is turned on, it will pinpoint my location down to the street level. So it's nice because now I know who I can bounce off of to extend my signal, but people can track you without your knowledge. RadaCat says that they will not offer that feature as of right now, just for the safety and the privacy of their users. I can see it both ways. It's nice knowing who's in your area, but it's nice that people can't track you. So con number 4 is the price. These things aren't cheap. They're close to $150 to $200 for a pair. So if you're building your own network, it can get pricey. And for $150 for them only to get 1,000 feet, you're better off going to Walmart and buying the kid walkie-talkies. At least they can reach further than that. Again, if you're on the tallest structure in your town, you're going to be able to reach further. But as far as ground level goes, good luck. You're not going to reach very far. So, can I recommend either of these systems? That really depends. Where I live, in a very wooded, mountainous area, absolutely not. But maybe you live out in North Dakota. If you stand flat-footed, you can see 30 miles away. You put one of these things up 20 foot up in the air, man, you're going to be able to stretch that signal forever. So yeah, if you live out there, I can totally recommend these. But for me, I'm going to have to find something different to use as my comms instead of these. Let me know if you've ever used these products, if you ever even heard of them. And let me know how well that they worked for you. Alright guys, that's all I've got. T2 out.